Your story in High Country News is an interesting one. It takes you back to a familiar destination for those of us who know your work, which is Greeley, Colorado, and the JBS factory there. Why don't you tell us about the story a little bit and what drew you back?
Yeah, so as you say, I've been reporting not just on Greeley and the JBS plant there, but more broadly on JBS as a company, and even more broadly than that on beef and meatpacking in general, and immigrants and refugees. And what I wanted to do was something that would be a bit of an overview that would kind of help stitch all of that reporting together, and anchor it around what I thought of as a kind of watershed event, which was the raid of that plant and five other plants like it that were then owned by Swift and Company, and after the raid came to be owned by JBS. That raid occurred in December 2006. So we're approaching the 20-year mark since that event occurred, and my opinion and the opinion of many people who have looked at this is that there was a real change in not only the way that people were hired, what kind of workforce those meatpacking companies were looking for, what that did to the demographics of small towns across the middle of the country, and then how that affected politics, the way that people, felt a kind of predictable backlash to the sudden influx of people who didn't look like they do, didn't speak the same language, didn't have the same, religious background, ethnic background. And so this was an attempt to get enough perspective on things to see um, what had happened at that moment, but also what the effect has been on the middle of the country and on our politics nationally.